All right, we got just over 3 minutes. We're about ready to go. No. It's Anna and Bella.
I think it's Carson now. I just got to Bella.
What's up, Quentin?
Are you getting signal
Nick,
from 6?
we are. And from 4. 1, 2, and 3.
I got everyone except Scott right now, but
Nick,
I'm sure he's working on it.
Nick, just so you know, we are being live streamed. Multiview and Com.
Okay, cool.
So don't say anything crazy.
Don't pick your nose. We can see you on the recording.
Don't forget to record, everyone.
We're recording and broadcast.
Does camera 6 need to be recording as well?
Let me double check.
Camera 6 is fine. It's the message mostly that I want to make sure we get. I mean, it's nice to get it all, but the message is the important thing, but we won't have 6 for the message.
Am I talking loud enough? Too loud? Not?
Good volume from me.
Okay, cool.
You sound great to me.
Perfect, perfect.
Yeah. Your voices are distinctly different.
Yeah.
That's probably a good thing.
And young Nick, yeah, it's better that you talk loud like that because I couldn't hear you over the other Nick.
Okay.
I don't know what the online people are, honestly.
What's that?
There's no one here for online.
Oh. They'll show up. Or they won't.
Anna is coming from the auditorium right now, so she'll be there in a second.
Yeah. Bella is here, right? Have we actually seen her?
I think they said Carson's doing it.
Carson is going to do it?
Don't quote me on it, but I think they just set up
Oh, okay.
seconds ago.
Madison?
Carson's coming up on the stage now, so I suspect he is coming. And I think he's looking for Anna, and Anna's already backstage. This is great. "30 seconds.
Is anybody getting him a mic? He doesn't have a mic. Oh, it's in his pocket. Is he? No?
He's using his headset.
Oh, Madison, he's using his headset if you don't know already. Okay.
Oh, camera 4. Hopefully your pterodactyl.
Stand by for the pre in 10.
Pre in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
4 is live. It looks really good, Caleb. Thanks for bringing it down a touch. It was helpful. Don't you spill any drinks in that switcher now in there.
It's just ice, honestly. Just ice in a cup.
Hey, Nick and Taylor, did y'all know you're interning together next year?
Woo woo.
Nice.
Yep.
That'll be fun.
I didn't know if you guys knew that yet or not.
I did not.
It hasn't been announced, has
I
it?
honestly thought you were an intern this year. Oh.
Oh, it
She
hasn't
is.
been announced.
Yeah, good job, Ashley.
Well, guys, I would like to make a formal announcement that Addie's leaving us. Taylor and Nick B will be interning with us next year.
Great.
Addie will still be around.
Yep.
Just not as an intern. To my knowledge. I don't know. Are you returning to intern, Addie?
She's going to get a battery, but I'm going to speak for her and say no.
No, I know she's not.
She's real girl dropping.
Yep.
Big girl adulting.
Yeah, she's adulting now.
It's not all it's cracked up to be. Stay in school,
It's not,
kids.
yeah, stay in school. I don't like it. I do not like it.
What has been your perception? Because you're close to it, but...
I'm going to change out my battery real quick on 3.
Thank you.
All right, Scott, I got you now. Maybe I've had you. I don't remember, but.
Scott, do you have any extra batteries with you just in case? We'll probably need to end up swapping them before the end of the service.
I do.
All right.
Have any of y'all ever had Brits Donuts?
Oh,
Yes.
Brits is the best.
It is so good. I had it for the first time like a week ago.
And I think that has been really a gift from the Lord over the past several weeks to just see all that kind of coming to fruition. So,
Yeah.
so good.
It has been so special. This semester has been so good, and we only have 2 weeks left, including tonight.
So one thing we talk about every week, Bella and Anna and everybody else that has stood in this spot has been so faithful to talk about it, and it's the idea of connecting. And I think when you think about online, you're like, oh, well, when they talk about connecting.
2 minutes.
No,
We're not.
we are
We're talking to you.
We want to connect with
They need to do this together more often.
We believe that God has
They are full of life and energy.
So, Anna, what are the details to connect?
Yeah, we would love to connect with you, and like we said, like me or Bella or someone on our team is gonna reach out and actually connect with you and actually text you, hear your story. Yeah, be friends with me. So how do you do that? You can text online to our phone number 907-727-1160, and we're gonna reach out. That's gonna send you a link to a form to fill out, just so we can have a contact.
What's Carlos doing?
Mark on your care package. We'll send you a little gift.
A little gift.
A little gift.
It's worth it. And it's 100% free.
It is.
So what's not to love about a free gift, right?
Yeah.
We've been talking about periodically. We hear this quite consistently.
Try to keep it steady, Caleb. You got a minute left.
All right. Addie, do you happen to be back in the room on camera?
Yes, do you not
Okay,
have me?
cool. No, I do. I was just curious.
Yeah, I'm here.
Cool.
All right, y'all, we're standing by for Rollin and the band.
All right.
Liz is on lead guitar for the first song.
Ready. Ready 3. You can make your move once it gets down to about 3 seconds.
All right, 30 seconds out.
Don't have that.
I thought you were waving at me, Eddie. I was like, you see me already. Calm down. All right, here we go. In 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and go.
All right, camera 3, you are live. Ready 1. Oh, I guess maybe he won't say anything. Nope. All right. Ready 5.
He did say something. You just didn't have the audio because there was something wrong in here.
Oh, okay.
It's working now.
Gotcha. Dissolve 5. Stand. Ready 2. Dissolve 2.
Ashley, did y'all hear what we heard when they started?
No, we got him.
Oh, everything was fine in there? Oh, there it is again.
Ready 5.
Is Madison in there with you?
Actually, ready
Yeah,
4.
he's trying to figure it out.
Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 5. Dissolve 5.
Is there?
Oh, ready 1. Dissolve 1. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, Scott.
Do we have any staff, audio staff here that are able to come upstairs?
We have Liz in the band.
Ready
We
2.
have Turner
Actually,
at front of
yeah, ready
house,
2.
and we have Madison
Ready 4.
as
Take
the
4.
next best option.
Ready
Okay.
2. Take 2.
He's trying to figure it out.
Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Oh, sorry. Ready 1. Can you center him a little bit more, Tom? Thank you. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. I think I hear some guitar. Ready 4. Take 4. Thank you, Caleb. Ready 5. Actually, ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Actually, ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Actually, ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1.
Scott, Rollin is soft.
Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 3. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Actually, ready 2. Actually, I was ready 3. Dissolve 3.
Alright, we're going to Promises with Rollin, and then Hunter's on lead guitar. I mean, not Promises.
Is it that's the power?
Yeah,
Okay.
crazy.
Ready 2. Dissolve 2. Oh. Probably should have gone to Ron, my fault. Ready 6.
It's Hunter on this one.
Dissolve 6. Oh, okay, Scott's got him, thank you. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 5. Dissolve 5. Ready 4. Actually, ready 1. Gonna start taking. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 6. Take 6. Actually, never mind.
We need guitar.
Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1.
Nice.
Ready 3. Take 3.
Scott, will you open your aperture up a bit when you go to Hunter? Just because he's not lit as well.
Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Can you rack out of focus for me, Caleb? Ready 5. Oh, ready 1. Dissolve 1. Thank you, Caleb.
Man, he was ready.
Yeah. Ready 5. Dissolve 5. That looked weird. I'm sorry. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Actually, ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Actually, ready 3. Dissolve 3.
More than able. Hunter's still in lead.
We believe that's true tonight. That there's no power that's in the
Ready
name
1.
of Jesus. And he's available to us tonight in every single moment, in every
Take
single
1.
season. Let's be reminded of that as we sing this song. This is the God that we sing to. This is the God to live our lives for. In every single moment, you're reminded.
Ready 6.
When did I start to forget
Actually, ready 5.
all of the great things you did?
Dissolve 5.
When did I throw away faithful?
That's a cool shot, Scott. I like that.
And how did I start to believe
Ready 3.
that you weren't sufficient for me?
Dissolve 3.
Why do I talk myself out of seeing miracles? Come on, Overflow. We know this is true. You are more than
Ready 6.
you are.
Actually, ready 1. Dissolve 1. So Hunter's the one wearing the hat, correct?
To remind ourselves of that.
Yes.
Ready 5. Dissolve 5.
Well, they're both wearing hats.
Oh.
Blizz is the one you can see right now on camera on Scott's shot. He's on the other side.
Got you. Okay.
Hunter's
4.
on this side.
Dissolve 4. Ready 1. Actually, ready 2. Dissolve 2. Ready 4. Actually, ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 4. Gonna start taking. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Nice. Alexis, yeah, you can stick on Danielle, thank you.
We had the same thought.
Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Actually, ready 4 or 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Actually, ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Actually, ready 2. Yeah, no, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 2. Ready, actually ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. That's a cool shot, guy like that. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Actually ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Actually ready 3. Dissolve 3.
Addy, that wide shot you got was so well timed. It looked so good.
Yeah, that looked awesome. Ready 5? Actually, ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 4? You can get both of them in there if you want. Dissolve 4. Ready 3. Dissolve 3.
This is where Danielle sets up the song.
Ready 2. Take 2.
Excited that we get to be here tonight. It's a really special night. We're going to be celebrating our seniors in the house.
I'm gonna assume that wasn't supposed to happen.
Based on Jacob Turner's reaction, that would be a no.
Ready 5.
It's not as bad as hitting the strobe button, but it was close.
Addy, will you come back out? I want to use the shot you just had online. Ready 3. Take 3. Nick, do you want to go to 5, or are you going to stay where you're at?
Do you think it would be like not tight enough?
I could take it online.
I think it's a really good shot, but
it is. Stay tight on her in the room, and I'll
Okay,
throw it in online.
cool.
Ready, 5? Take 5.
2, you're still live. Oh, Caleb, I would actually take that. Ready, 4? Take 4. 4 and 5, you're live.
I'm going to take 3 one more time so I can get back to the shot you're on. Ready, 3. Take 3.
All right, I might go to 1, or excuse me, 2 before.
Go ahead if you're going
Ready,
to.
2. Take 2.
All right, 2's live everywhere. Addie, you're clear. Everything's looking really good, y'all.
I feel like my timing is off.
It's felt good to me.
I'm gonna go to 5, I think. Ready, 5. Dissolve 5.
Caleb, hold what you got. That's a nice shot.
Let me put 6 in between that. Ready, 6. Dissolve 6. Ready, 5. Or excuse me, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. All right, so Blizzard is on lead guitar. Cool. So I think Caleb will be the best at getting him. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 3.
Caleb's the only one who can get your guitar.
Dissolve 3. All right, Caleb, you can go grab guitar real quick. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Nice. Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. Ready, 3. Actually, ready, 4. Ready, 5. Dissolve 5. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Gonna probably start taking now. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Actually, ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 5. Take 5. Ready, 3. Take 3. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Take 1. Ready, 5. Take 5.
Blizz does
Ready,
have a
4.
solo coming up too.
Take 4. Ready, 2. Take 2. Ready, 3. Is it like right about right now?
Caleb, can you stay on guitar here?
Take 4. Ready, 5. Take 5. You can you zoom in a little bit closer? Yeah, ready, 4. Take 4. Ready, 1. Actually, ready, 2. Take 2. Should have dissolved, my fault. Ready, 4. Dissolve 4. That looks really good, Scott. So keep that for a little bit, if you don't mind. Ready, 3. Dissolve 3. Ready, 5. Gonna start taking. Take 5. Ready, 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Actually, ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. That's a cool LED graphic. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Or excuse me, ready 2. Take 2. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Can you rack out a focus for me, Caleb? Ready 3. And dissolve 3. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 5.
They're about to go into this tag, but Caleb, stay out there a little bit longer because it is full band and it goes on for not a full song, but for a little while.
Dissolve 3. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 3. Actually, ready 6. Dissolve 6. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready 4. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 4. Ooh, ready 2. Dissolve 2. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 5. Gonna start taking. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 2. Sorry, ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 3. Take 3. Yeah. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Hold that, Scott. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 2. Take ready 3. Sorry, 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 3. Take 3. Great shots, everyone. These are looking amazing. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6.
Caleb, you better
Take
move over to the
6.
other side.
Ready 2. Take, actually ready 3. Dissolve 3. Ready,
Stand by
5.
for Danielle to pray.
Dissolve 5.
So she still has to pray, Caleb. We have a minute or so.
Ready, 1. Take 1.
Stand by for meet and
I
greet.
think-
After the prayer, she's going to set it up.
I think the lighting also looks really good.
Addie, will you push in a little bit? I'm going to come to you before she's done, so I have a good transition to go into camera 4 for online. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready
Dissolve
4.
3.
All right,
Oh,
hang on. Yep. 3, you're live everywhere.
I didn't know she was going to continue talking.
Ready 4.
Ready, 1. Take 1. Sorry about that, guys. I'm going to go to you, Scott.
3, you're still live online.
Ready,
Alright,
5.
and go to meet and greet.
4 is live.
Alright, after meet and greet, we got Jake and Lily.
Sorry about that, Nick. I thought that Jake Smith and Lily were coming out then, so that's why I went to 3. I forgot about the
It was
meet and
fine.
greet.
It worked fine.
But what we believe confidently is that there is somebody in your life right now.
Ready, 1.
that needs you to reach out to them, to remind them that they're not alone, and to remind them
Dissolve
of the
1.
love of Jesus and its availability to them right here, right now in their life. Because I know so many times for me in my life, when I've been in the pit of the valley and someone has texted me just out of nowhere, it has been
Man, Caleb, that exposure looks so good.
That is my story so many times of friends just texting me like, hey, I love you.
Yeah, I think the lighting tonight, or like how the
Yeah.
cameras are, it looks so good.
It does, it does.
Ready, 2. Dissolve 2. That's a cool shot 3, actually. I like that.
We're going to give you a few seconds where you can literally pull out your phone right now, and then you will be
Ready, 3. Dissolve 3.
and we want that for everybody who watches online every Tuesday. So take the next few moments, text somebody,
Alright, we
Ready,
got 30
5.
seconds.
text them that you're here for them, that you believe in them, ask them how they're doing. It doesn't matter. Just get it.
I'm about to join you. I'm going to come to
Dissolve 5.
3, I'm coming to you. All right, 3 is live online, 5 in the house.
Alright, we got 10, 9, 8,
Ready,
7,
1.
6,
Or
5,
ready, 2.
4, 3, 2, 1, and go for Jake.
Dissolve 2.
Addie, you're still online. All right, Addie, you're clear.
Thank you, too. Thank you, Alexis. That was really nice.
All right, ready, 3. Take 3.
Ready, 1. Take 1. 1 and 3, you're live. Ready, 2. Take 2.
All right, 2 is live everywhere, 3 is clear. Addie, will you double check? Just make sure that Jake and Lily are in focus.
Ready, 1. He looks maybe a little soft, Tom. There we go. Take 1. Thank you.
Ready, 3 again online. Take 3.
Ready, 2.
Scott, are you able to give me a shot where they're in focus? But I can see people in the room.
Take 2. 2 and 3, you're live.
Or are you getting on the... Okay, I think I can tell where you're at. You're getting on your tripod. You're good. If you're ready to take a shot, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. Addie, you're clear now.
Tonight, and then next week will be our last Overflow together. But tonight
Ready,
we're
one.
celebrating in another way. We're celebrating our seniors, and Lily's a senior tonight, and so I just wanted to get her.
Tom, I think Lily might be about to speak. Hopefully, yep.
She is.
Ready, one.
She has been involved in the life of our church, and so Lily.
Take one.
I'm a senior, which is crazy to think about.
Alexis, will you tilt up a little more for me? There we go.
And I'm just so thankful that I've been able to go to Overflow these past 3 years. I've been able to grow so much in my faith. I've been able to make such great Christ-centered friendship and meet like some of my best friends here, which I'm so thankful. So Jake,
Ready, two.
I'm going to give you a piece of advice. Well, I'm actually going to give you two. The first one is to be
Ready, 5? Let me go to 5 before you get to 2.
Okay.
Take 5. Go ahead.
Ready, 2. Take 2.
2 and 5, both live.
Ready, one. Take one.
All right, 1's live everywhere. 5, you're clear. And you're going to want to be ready for your transition to Carson here in a minute.
Ready, 3. Dissolve 3.
All right, stand by for Carson.
Nice. Ready, 1.
Crazy to believe that tonight is the last full and complete message
Take 1.
of the semester. Next year will be a really mini message as we land the plane on our study of the Gospel of Mark. And I just hope that you have enjoyed this journey, maybe even just half as much as I have. This semester has been my favorite semester at Overflow for so many different reasons. And not to get like sappy and emotional.
For so many different reasons is one of Carson's favorite things to say.
Ready, 2. Take 2. Tom, you could probably give him a little bit more headroom. Yeah, thank you.
To follow Jesus that has been present in this room all semester.
All right, Scott. I assume you're on 6.3. Can I see what it looks like if you actually come down just a touch more?
Ready,
Whatever
1.
I don't know what the next number down is.
Because Jesus
Take 1.
does things that are
Let's go with that,
beyond
Scott.
our imagination. And I just think Overflow has been a testament.
Oh wait, was that brighter or darker? I can't even tell. I think that, yeah, we're good. We're good. It looks good.
Opportunity to journey with you toward where God is leading us as a generation. And if we were to go all the way back,
Ready, 5. Take 5. Nick, if he starts moving quick, you might want to go to 2 so she can follow better. That wider shot is easier to follow. Alexis, will you give him a little more headroom? Tilt up a little more.
Ready, 2.
There you go.
Take 2.
6 or 5. I mean, you're still live online.
What does it look like for us to become a devoted and a winsome generation that truly believes and shows the world that
All right, 5. You're clear. Scott, I think the wall is in focus. Will you see if you can get Carson a little better in focus?
this idea of Jesus changes everything, devoted and winsome have just kind of emerged as these two pillars of the Overflow movement, and that have been directly impacting my life and the way that I see my faith. And over the next 2 weeks, tonight and next week, the title of the message is Becoming Devoted and Winsome. And it's one message that's split over 2 weeks. The majority of it will be tonight, and then the rest of it will be a little bit next week tucked into Night of Worship. And I'm just excited because I just believe where we're going really, really matters. And I just hope
Scott, will you push in a bit? You're going to be my tighter shot of the wall when he's showing content. And tilt up, yeah, like that. And then follow him.
Ready, 1. Take 1. Oh, he's using.
Addie, will you push in just a hair? There we go.
And then before we leave, we're actually going to throw you a graduation party in the atrium, and there's going to be a lot of really great things, including chocolate chip cookies and ice cream. Praise the Lord.
Maybe just a hair more, Addie.
Before we jump into the message tonight,
And you can crop off a little bit of the top of the LED. Yeah. And then I'll have you pull out and give me some wider stuff when we have a good opportunity to. But that's where I want you to sit when we have to show content. In fact, while he's praying, let's do a wider one before he gets to the content. Ready, 3. Take 3.
I'm going to go to 2. Ready, 2. Take 2.
2 and 3 are both live.
Thank you for having a name above every name. And for being so generous to us with your grace and with your goodness. So God, we love you, and we say this in the name of Jesus. Amen.
All right, 3, you're clear.
I'm the least athletic person you will ever meet. And if you say you don't think that's true, I'll go to the gym with you anytime.
Thanks, Addie.
And I tried out for so many sports teams throughout high school, didn't make a single one of them. If you've been around here for any time, you know that I tried out for golf.
So, Nick, I'm going to use 3 and 5 a little bit as long as there's no content to show. But as soon as he starts showing content, you feel free to jump in and use those. I'm going to bow out.
Okay, cool. Ready, 1.
So, if I'm insecure,
Take 1.
but when you think about that, like, I just don't know what I'm talking about. I can watch basketball, I know very little. I can watch golf, and I'm like, it looks so easy, but I know that it's not because I'm physically incapable of playing golf. And this past weekend,
Ready, 6 online.
my family was watching it.
Take 6.
4 days. Like, that's an investment. But they didn't watch it all weekend, but they watched it a good bit throughout. We got to Sunday afternoon, and it was all
I said 6. I meant 5. Sorry, Scott. I may accidentally say 6. I'm used to 6 being in that position.
to try to begin to understand the scoring of golf. If you don't know, that's a whole other message. But the guy who was winning at the time when I started watching TV is a guy named Scotty. And Scotty happened to go on and win the entire Masters tournament for the second time.
This is
Ready, 5.
Any Scotty fans
Take 5.
in the room? Come on. 7 dudes. Come on, yeah. He's 27 years old, and I think he's a great looking dude. And I think he's really talented at golf. And to be honest with you, like, I know that from, watching him play for like 20 minutes on Sunday. That's my whole time.
Ready, 3 online.
Golf game. But he won the Masters
Take
twice,
3.
which I think that's a pretty big deal.
So 3 and 5 are both live.
Ready, 1. Take 1. 1 and 5, you're live.
And leading up to the tournament weekend, all these supporters and all these people were asking him, like, hey, dude, what's going to happen if your wife goes into labor? And I think that's a pretty relevant question. Because his wife, they live in Texas. And Augusta is not in Texas. So I'm sitting here thinking, like, okay, and I know he's probably got a private jet. Okay, like, we're cool. But
Ready, 2.
still, like, that's going to take time for him to get there. Well, I started researching all
Take
these
2.
interviews that were happening around the subject and all these different questions that were asked. And when someone asked him what he would do if his wife called and she was going into labor, what would he do? This was his response in a nutshell. He said,
Ready, 5.
to go
Actually, ready, 3.
at a moment's notice.
Take 3.
Now let me paint the picture for those of you that don't know all the variables here.
I like that framing a little bit
When
better.
he won the Masters this weekend, he won $3.6 million.
The O in Go overlaps the O on the Overflow logo on the online, the watermark.
Okay, if you're on hole number 14,
Ready, one.
you're 2 ahead. He was 2 strokes
Take
ahead.
one.
I did a bunch of research, and I got to know the game of golf for this sermon.
All right, Addie, you're clear. One is live everywhere. I'm going to come off comm for a minute and come in there. I want to adjust the color just slightly on the studio cameras.
I gotta go to the hospital. If that was you, would you forfeit the game and fly back to Texas to be with your wife? Or would you say, hold on a minute, babe.
$3.6
million. Like, the decision in that moment, the complexity. And in case you're wondering, I would get on the plane and I would be there. I would forfeit the $3.6 million. I stand by that. I believe that. But here's the truth. What makes that decision is your supreme devotion. What you are truly devoted to makes the decision. And what he's saying in that statement is, I'm truly devoted to my wife and I'm truly devoted to my daughter. He's actually a Jesus follower, and he's talked about that over the past couple of days, which has been absolutely encouraging to hear about. But he's so devoted to his wife and to his daughter that he said, like, I can win another Masters tournament, but I can't miss the birth of my daughter. And for us, let's think about this just for a second. Our supreme devotion makes our decisions. If you're most devoted to money, to fame, or to status, to encouragement, to affirmation, to your ambitions, to physical intimacy, if you're most devoted to being seen as right,
Ready, two.
or being seen as worth
Actually, I'll stick on one for a little bit longer.
Then that is the lens through which you are going to make decisions. And I would go as far as to say any decision that you've had context around, that you've understood all of the variables about it, and when you look back on that decision, you're like, yeah, I made the wrong decision. The reason for that is because you were devoted to the wrong thing.
Ready, two.
I can tell you in my life, I'm not just trying to say this at you, I have made mistakes in my life that have come down solely to the reality that I was just simply devoted to the wrong thing. And that is why I believe being devoted to Jesus matters immensely. I believe that's why Mark has been teaching us this all throughout his gospel over the past couple of weeks. It's why Jesus is constantly calling people to deny themselves, to pick up their cross, and to follow him. And how often should you do that? You should do that daily in the mind of Jesus, because the surrender interval, it needs to be really, really short so that you remain devoted. The Webster Dictionary defines devoted as truly loyal and truly loving. And I just wonder, for all of us that consider ourselves Jesus followers for a second, are you truly devoted to the way of Jesus? Is that the lens through which you make decisions? Graduating seniors that are moving into a completely new stage of life, is that going to be the lens through which you make decisions in your life? And I'd love for you to just kind of write this down. We're going to put it on the screen back here.
Ready,
but
five.
it's true that being devoted, it starts and it ends.
Actually, ready, three.
With your
Take three.
to forfeit everything that keeps you from following Jesus.
Yeah, you're good.
If you want to know what it takes to be devoted, you've got to know that it takes you forfeiting anything and everything that keeps you from following Jesus. The Scotty example, he was willing to forfeit $3.6 million, another green jacket. That's what you get when you win the Masters. You get $3.6 million and a green sport coat. I don't know how much that calculates to, but you get the point. He was willing to forfeit.
Ready, one.
Because of the place of his supreme
Take one.
devotion. That's the pretext to tonight. That's the foundation that we're going to build the rest of our time together on. Mark chapter 14, if you have your Bible, let's do this one more time. People ask me all the time why we hold up our Bibles, and I believe in it because it reminds us that this is where we're looking to be again, to understand God and to apply his will for our life. We can go to Mark chapter 14. We're gonna begin in verse 1 or verse 3.
Ready, two.
Because it's this beautiful story of Jesus being anointed
Take two.
by this lady, and I think that you'll find as we read through the text tonight that this is the true picture of devotion. And I think Mark has placed this toward the end of his gospel, and in the sequence of events and the way that things were unfolding, he's trying to get us to see that as Jesus is journeying toward the cross, this true act of devotion to his Father's will for his life, that it's going to cost us some things. It's going to cost us to forfeit some things. So verse 3, Mark chapter 14 says this. While he was
Slide in.
reclining at the table in the home of Simon the leper, a woman came to him with an alabaster jar of very expensive perfume made of pure nard. She broke the jar and poured the perfume on his head. And some of those present were saying indignantly to one another, "Why this waste of perfume? It could have been sold for more than a year's wages and the money given to the poor." But notice, this lady, she didn't count the cost. She was interacting with Jesus, and that was worth everything to her. And we live in a money-centric world. I think we always have been a trading kind of society of you do this and I'll do this and this will equate to this form of reward. And I think that Jesus is kind of hoping that we're going to get the point when you begin to see the people's response. And I think that's what Mark is trying to paint.
Slide out.
And you look at the text just really, really closely. It
Oh.
could have been sold for more than a year's wages. So let's put this into our terms today. If you do some
This is the
simple
water.
in Wilmington, North
All
Carolina,
right. Stick
right
on
here
2
where we are
here.
today, the average household income, is $50,000 a year. Y'all are getting nervous. It's going to be okay. I'm only going to pour this on your head. Okay. The median income, $50,000. So just imagine in that day, we don't know exactly how all that would have broken down. We could do some math and we could figure out some numbers. But just for the sake of the illustration, in our day right now, if you were to think about a year's wages in Wilmington, North Carolina, and devotion says to give it all to Jesus, how often are you going to count the cost and you're surrendering?
Tom, you can go back to the close-up. Thank you.
Or we could put anything else in the example that you're holding on to, that you're devoted. But notice what the lady
Just
does.
below the
She
jug,
walks up to Jesus
like waist
and
up.
She sees who he is,
That should
and
be-
she dumps the whole thing out.
There you go. Ready, one.
What we do is we give God a little bit at a time, if we're just being honest. There's rugs on the floor, the carpet's okay. I know y'all are concerned. We walk up to Jesus.
Take one.
And we're like, you can have this much. Oh, I need something from you. I need you to do a miracle in my life. You can have a little more. Oh, I've got this ambition I'm just hoping that you'll bring to life. I'll give you a little more. That's not her response. Jesus hadn't done anything for her yet. She just knew who he was, which caused her to take a year's worth of wages, $50,000 in our world's money, and say, Jesus, I'm devoted to you. You can have it all. And with Jesus in your life today, he's looking at you. And he's saying, be devoted to me. Because in return, you're going to get far, far more than $50,000. You're going to get life and life to the full. And even if that doesn't come in a monetary way, you're going to experience a version of life that is and always will be superior. And the vehicle to you finding that life is to living truly devoted to him. And how do you live devoted to him? You give him everything. Even if it looks foolish. Everybody's looking at her, going, why in the world would you do that? They even give her the example. You could have sold that and given it all to the poor. Let's just imagine just for a second in our day today. How much would $50,000 do for people that are in need? It obviously wouldn't fix the problem, but it would be a really, really big deal. And I think as you just reevaluate and you look at the text and you begin to understand that she didn't count the costs, the implications of that are immense, because counting the cost at every turn when you're trying to follow Jesus, it actually leads to a superficial kind of faith. Because you're just willing to give Jesus just enough for the moment. And Jesus
Ready,
saying,
two.
I can be trusted with it all for every moment. But you also see
Take
in
two.
the back end of verse 5, notice this, it says, and they rebuked her harshly. And this is so significant because the only other place that the Greek word that we get this statement from is mentioned in the Gospel of Mark, is in Mark chapter 1, verse 43. We studied this early in January, where Jesus heals a man and he says that he sent him away at once with a strong warning. That language is the exact same in between these two places, which leads us to believe that Mark is trying to signal to his reader to attach these two stories together in some way. It's what Jesus says, see that you don't tell this to anyone, his healing of him, but go show yourself to the priests and offer sacrifices that Moses commanded. And he's essentially saying, Jesus is saying to this guy, don't get caught up in the hype of this healing.
Ready, one.
Get really, really focused on being devoted. Don't just get what you want.
Take one.
Run. Go practice my way in the world today. And you think about this. The world rebukes people for superficial reasons. The world was rebuking this woman for dumping out what she had to and for Jesus. She entrusted what she had to the miracle worker, to the one who is capable of doing miracles so big, of feeding 5,000, 4,000 people, healing the blind, healing the sick, sitting with Simon the leper. Did we notice that in the early part of verse 3? He's sitting with a leper, a guy that would have been considered the absolute outcast of society and be contagious in every way. And Jesus is doing what at his house? He's reclining. He's chilling. Because Jesus is sitting. And I just think that a lot of times we are bowing down to the superficial kind of way of faith, where it's just like, we're going to give what we want, when we want, and how we want it. And Jesus is saying, hey, you've got to follow her. You've got to follow her example. Why? Because superficiality is the enemy of spirituality. Being superficial will corrupt your spiritual life at every turn and in every way. So the text goes on. We got to pick up the pace.
Ready, two.
Right? Or we're going to be here all night.
Take
Verse
two.
6. Jesus'
And
response
slide in.
to all the rebuking that's going on. Watch this. Leave her alone. Can you imagine God looking at you saying, leave her alone? Like that would be the ultimate moment. And he goes on to say, why are you bothering her? She has done a beautiful thing to me. The poor you will always have with you, and you can help them anytime that you want. Just for a second. But how often do we? Jesus' followers should be the most generous people on the face of the planet because we've been given the most. That's a whole other message. Back to the text. You've got the poor anytime that you want, you can give to them. But you will not always have me, he says. She did what she could. I love that language from Jesus. Because what's true about us? We're busy comparing what everybody else is doing with what we're doing. And this is almost like Jesus' invitation to keep your eyes on your own paper. You worry about you. You don't worry about them. Don't worry about what they're giving. Don't worry about the way that they're leveraging their gifting or the way that they're not leveraging their gifting. You keep your eyes on your own paper. Because devotion, it
Slide
might
out.
make you look like a fool, but comparison actually makes you one. Devotion, it might make you look foolish in the standards of the world, but spending your life comparing yourself to everybody else is going to lead you to actually being foolish. I love you enough to tell you this and to be honest with you because I struggle with the exact same thing. Because when you aren't focused on what you can do, you are looking at what everybody else is doing and you're missing the thing that God is calling you to do. We get really, really focused on they. They're doing this, God.
Ready, one.
They got a boyfriend before me, God.
Take one.
They graduated before me. They got an A in that class, and I got an F in that class. They, and they. The devoted way of Jesus is labeled by him. I'm following him. I'm trusting him. My allegiance is to him. I'm loving him. Why? Because he first loved
Ready two.
me. The other thing that you see is we all have something to give. She brought what she had,
Take two.
and she brought all of it. But the truth is, we can't give God something that we don't acknowledge that we have in the first place. I hear this a lot of times when you think about like abilities or giftings or talents. We think that it's more humble to deny the places that we're good at and the ways that we're gifted. But actually, I just think that that dishonors God. Because God's like, hey, I gifted you. I gave that to you. I entrusted that to you. Will you use it? Will you acknowledge it long enough for me to do a work in and through it? And I think a lot of times we spend so much time trying to act humble that we actually become prideful. And Jesus is saying, no, you got to give your gift. If you've been entrusted with it, you've got to surrender it to me and trust me with the results of it. Because you have a gift. There's no exceptions. God has something for you. God has given you something. The question is, will you acknowledge it long enough to allow him to do something with it? And I guarantee you, the way that God wants to use your gift, it's oriented toward the world that God loves, that God is working to redeem at every moment of every day. Because I just do believe that false humility, it's just a missed opportunity for genuine gratitude. False humility, oh, I'm not that good at that. I'm not that great at that. I'm not that gifted at that. No, God wouldn't gift a person like me. That is just a missed moment in time for you to be grateful for what God has given you. So the text goes on. She poured perfume
Slide in.
on my body beforehand. This is Jesus talking, to prepare for my burial. And truly, I tell you, wherever the gospel is preached throughout the world, what she has done
Ready one.
will also be told in memory of her.
Take one.
Notice, she emptied herself. She was foolish in the world's standards, and that's the reason that she is going to be remembered everywhere the gospel story is told. I think that this is so significant because it's not your status that leads you to being remembered. It's your devotion. It's your generosity. It's your willingness to surrender everything you have to God. So when you look at that section of the text, a couple things, if you didn't get them along the way. Number one is bring your gift no matter the cost. Bring your gift no matter the cost. Number two, the more foolish the gift, the better. Because what the world calls foolish, God calls faith. Within reason, right? Like if it's centered on Jesus and the world calls it foolish, God calls it faith. And third, thanking God for your gifting will lead to your opportunity expanding.
Slide out.
If you want more responsibility and you want more opportunity in this life, get busy thanking God for what you do have. And I promise you, it's going to lead to more. Because when you forfeit your comfort, when you forfeit the things that you're holding so tightly to, you actually find a space in your life get created for devotion to be cultivated. So the next couple sections of the text, verses 12 through 31, there's two really big stories here. There's the story of the Last Supper and the story of Jesus predicting Peter's famous denial that Peter has become largely known for. And we're not going to read through all of those sections of the text for the sake of time, but a couple things to note. When you think about the Last Supper, you often think about the fact that there was a guy named Judas sitting at the table. And Judas was the guy that would go on to betray Jesus, which we're going to talk about here in just a second. And we think about the fact that Jesus fed 12 people, or fed one person that was going to betray him. But the reality is he actually fed 12. Because we see later in the text, all 12 desert him in the darkest hour. And I think this is what we've got to understand is when everything is good, devotion feels easy. The test of your devotion comes when your life goes off script. So as the 12 disciples are sitting around the dinner table with Jesus, they're feeling pretty good about life. They're feeling pretty good. At least 11 of them are because they're the ones without a guilty conscience.
Ready two.
Judas has got a guilty conscience. But the 11
Take two.
of them, they're feeling like, okay, I'm with my guy. I'm with my best friend. We talked about this a couple weeks ago at Easter. Devotion's easy sitting at the table with you, God. But what we're going to see in a few minutes is when things get hard, their devotion goes out the window. Why? More than likely because their faith was actually built on superficiality. It was built on a superficial foundation. And we actually see this in the life of Peter.
Ready, one.
Where Peter, Jesus depicts Peter's denial. He kind of
Take one.
predicts it in verses 27 through 31, where Peter says, no, Jesus, I'm not going to deny you. And Jesus says, yes, you're going to deny me 3 times to be exact. And Peter's like, no, not me. And here's the truth. When you're busy telling God how perfect that you're going to be, you aren't listening to what he's saying to you. But we get really busy making God promises. God, I'm never going to do that again. I'm never going to sleep with that person again. I'm never going to watch that type of video again. I'm never going to gossip again. I'm never going to talk like that again. I'm never going to act like that again. I'm never going to dishonor my parents like that again. I'm never. And as long as we're saying that, I think we are so convinced that we are saying the right thing. But God's saying, hey, just bring me your honesty. Bring me the desires of your heart and let me purify them from the inside out. Because when you're focused on telling me about your soon-to-be perfection, you're not actually listening to what I'm saying to you in the first place. Because I want us to understand that we don't need more devotion to kind of the self-help reality. We need more devotion to the power and to the will of God in our life. Right here, right now. And promising God perfection just means that you're just distracted by an idealized version of you, which is what Peter was fixated on. He wanted God to see him in this ideal version, and Jesus is saying, hey, you're not listening to me. What might God be trying to say to you right now that you're just not even able to hear? Because you're so fixated on being the ideal version of you. And God's just saying, hey, follow me. Trust me. Bring me your $50,000. Bring me a sign of devotion where you didn't count the cost. Because then you will have won the war between you and your stuff. And when you win the war there, you get to really become satisfied by God, which is a monumental shift in the depth of your spirituality and the depth of your spiritual walk with Jesus. So we're going to jump back into the text in verse 32.
Sliding.
It's the scene of the Garden of Gethsemane. It's very obvious throughout Scripture. God has a thing for gardens. And some of the biggest moments and most significant moments of the story of the Bible take place in a garden. In verse 32, it says that they went to a place called Gethsemane. And Jesus said to his disciples, sit here while I pray. It's like pretty simple instruction, right? Sit down. Sit down while I go and pray. It's like, stay, right? Like to a dog. It's like, just, you got it. You just stay right there. He took Peter, James, and John along with him, and he began to be deeply distressed and troubled. And what's so significant about the story is they all fall asleep while he is away. But what happens while he's away is really, really important, because it says, Jesus said, my soul is overwhelmed with sorrow to the point of death. And he said to them, stay here and keep watch. So now he's by himself. Going a little further, he fell to the ground and prayed that if possible, the hour might pass him. And this is the famous moment where Jesus is overwhelmed by what is coming to him. What the woman in the beginning of the story was anointing him for, his very burial, his death, his sacrifice. And when you look at the Hebrew word for Gethsemane, you see that it's made of 2 different words. One means winepress and one means oils. And I think that this is the picture that devotion is always born, it's always developed in some crushing, in some developing, in some pressing. And you find that when Jesus is there, Luke actually tells us that he begins to sweat and cry tears like blood. And you actually find that there's actually a medical condition for that a lot of people have researched since then and tied it to this moment. But notice what happens. He falls to the ground and prays. In the midst of his crushing, in the midst of his pressing, in the midst of the weight of the world being put on his shoulders, what does he do? He prays. And I think a lot of times we've got to learn that falling down or tripping or being overwhelmed should trigger one response: to pray. But a lot of times when we fail, when we fall, our immediate response is to figure out how we're going to get out of it. But notice that's not what Jesus does. He falls down and he prays. And he says, if possible. He's already setting himself up to remain devoted to the will of God in his life. Because freaking out, it never leads to wise decisions. But our world is exceptionally good at freaking out.
Sorry to be gone so long.
In moments of chaos or freaking out, your body is going to resort to your most closely held habits. And what we see here is Jesus' response to begin to pray is a very...
Addie, will you come back out for a wide shot for online?
If you don't pray habitually in the good times, habitual prayer in the bad times...
Go ahead and make it a real wide one. We'll get one of those.
Which is why getting a really, really...
And go nice and slow so you've got plenty of time before you get to the end of that track.
For the bad times.
I'm going to pull this slide out.
Yeah, go for it.
He never really...
Ready, 3. Take 3.
I'm going to go to 2. Ready, 2.
And I just look across the table at the seat sitting there and say to myself, if Jesus was physically sitting in that chair, what would I tell him?
I'll stick on him for a second, actually.
I sit with my journal and I just start to write. Which is why none of you will ever...
Scott, we've lost you. I think your terror deck is gone.
Because it is the most raw version of me. Because it's the most trusted place I have ever found myself.
All right, Addie, you're clear.
The story goes on.
Take 2.
Verse 36, it says, Jesus said, Abba, Father,
slide in.
an Aramaic word,
Whoops.
which is both intimate and honoring. It's intimate and respectful. And I think that this is so important because in order to see the holiness of God, we've got to start getting intimate with God. I think a lot of us could struggle with like how great really is God? How powerful, how holy, how set apart really is God?
Ready, 1.
You get to begin to sit in awe and wonder of how great God is.
Take 1.
Being really, really consistent at being intimate with God.
Good follow, Tom.
You're back,
Which
Scott.
all comes back to just thinking about it through the lens of if Jesus was sitting across the table from me today, what would I say to him? And starting to say it. Because as you just continue to see how Jesus responds, it says, everything is possible for you. Take this cup from me, yet not what I will, but what you will. And I think he's recognizing, God, Father, because of your power, I will remain devoted. He forfeited his temporary will for God's eternal will. There are going to be moments in your life where the calling is to forfeit your temporary will for the sake of God's eternal one. Which is why becoming devoted starts and ends with your willingness to forfeit
I'm gonna pull the slide out.
that stands in between you and following the way of Jesus. Which is where one of the
Scott, will you tilt up a little more and push in a little more? I don't know how much room you have left on your lens to push in, but there we go.
It says, then
Slide in.
everyone deserted him.
Good job, guys.
All 12 people from the Last Supper got up and fled. They deserted him. Moments after sweating blood from the weight of the world crushing him, he gets deserted by his closest people. Because Judas, one of his disciples, comes up with a crowd, Mark says, to arrest him in force. And the question is how much are you willing to
Slide
follow Jesus?
out.
How much comfort are you willing to surrender to follow Jesus? How much are
Ready,
you
6
willing
online?
to give to be
Ready, 5 online, I meant.
when your body says to go that way, and
Take
God
5.
says to go that way, which way are you gonna go?
1 and 5 are both live.
Because in that moment, they see the guards coming, and they're like, Jesus, we're out. Because our body's saying to freak out.
Scott, I think I'm seeing the Moyer effect on the LED, just very slightly.
Jesus, I'm not going to deny you. He's going that way. After you cut a guy's ear off, but that's another story. But
Ready, 2.
can we be a generation that trains our instinctual response to follow Jesus no matter the cost? When we're presented with an opportunity to look forward.
Ready, 3 online.
Will we
Take 3.
Because our devotion.
Scott, you can adjust your focus. I think Carson is a little bit soft anyway. Although he did step out toward the front of the stage. That could be why.
Ready, 2. Take 2. 2 and 3, you're live.
Many people believe, bless you on the front row, that we're about to meet the author of the book that we have been reading since January, the one that God used to write all of these things down, the guy named Mark. And it's a pretty embarrassing line, which is why a lot of us believe he didn't put his name.
All right, 2's live everywhere.
But in verse 51,
And slide in.
this is in the Bible? Yes, this is in the Bible. It's epic. Verse 51. A young man, remember the scene. Jesus has just been arrested, and all of his disciples have deserted him and have run away. A young man wearing nothing but a linen garment was following Jesus. And when they seized him, he fled naked, leaving his garment behind.
Oh, this is the slide, darn it.
What?
Did you say slide in?
That comes out
Yeah.
of
Oh,
nowhere. We're
I
talking
missed it.
about this incredible interaction between Jesus and this woman who anointed him, and then all of these things about the Last Supper, and Peter denying, and if he's going to deny, then he ends up denying, and all these people desert and leave him. But there's this little
Nice follows.
what's believed to be little John Mark, who's just been following the Jesus movement around. I would just imagine like peering through the bushes going, what's going on? Why is he getting arrested? And people see him that are arresting Jesus, and they're like, hey, bring him with us. And he's like, no, you're not taking me. I'm going back to my mom's house. And he takes off running. They grab his clothes. And somehow or another,
Slide
he
out.
turns out naked, running down.
Ready, 1.
And Mark's like, hey, you got to know this detail.
Take 1.
And what I think that the reason for that is Mark is setting us up to begin to understand in this really, really unique way that he struggled to be devoted to. That in the moment that he was scared, he ran. Which actually turns out to be a bit of a pattern for Mark. Here's a quick timeline of what does it look like.
Ready, 5.
3.
Go
Oh, 3. Ready, 3. Take 3.
Mark 13, what we just read, we see Mark flee the scene. He flees, he runs away naked. But then the next kind of time we see Mark's name is in Acts chapter 12, where Peter, an early church apostle, the guy we were talking about who denied Jesus, he gets put in prison, and then there's this super miraculous
You can
story
use
how
5 now as you want to. I just want to do like establish the whole graphic.
Yeah.
And then you can push in tighter
that he goes
when you get a
Mark's
chance to.
house, because that's where the church is set up. That's where all the people that had called the church home were at, and they were gathered in that place. And then in Acts, a little bit
Ready,
later,
5.
we see Paul and Barnabas, this wealthy landowner that was actually believed to be the cousin of Mark. They take Mark
Take 5.
with them from Jerusalem to Antioch to begin the first missionary journey of that time. And then you see Mark deserts Paul and Barnabas when things begin to get a little bit tough. And the text doesn't exactly tell us the specific reason that Mark deserts them. But what we do know is that he leaves them. He's like, dude, this is too crazy of some kind. There's something else going on in my life.
Ready, 1.
And what this
Take 1.
creates in Acts chapter 15 is truly immense. And I want us to feel the tension of it. Because in Acts 15, verse 36, it says, sometime later,
And slide in.
visit the believers in all the towns where we preach the word of the Lord and see how they're doing. But watch this part. Barnabas wanted to take John, also called Mark, with them. But Paul did not think that it was wise to take him, because he had deserted them in Pamphylia, and he had not continued with them in the work. And they had such a sharp disagreement that they parted company. And Barnabas took Mark and sailed for Cyprus, but Paul chose Silas and left. Notice the tension. Paul's saying Mark wasn't devoted, so he doesn't get to go. So much tension that Barnabas was like, okay, we're going to go our way, and you're going to go your way. But if we were to fast forward through the story, that's not how it ends.
Slide out.
Something happens that we don't know all the details about. But Mark begins to be devoted once more. He begins a kinship and a relationship with Peter and begins to write down the gospel account that we have been studying the entire semester. And he becomes back into Paul's good graces in 2 Timothy.
And
Paul's final letter,
slide in.
a lot of people believe it's right before he was killed. In verse 9 of chapter 4 of 2 Timothy, Paul says, "Do your best to come to me quickly." He's talking to Timothy. "For Demas, because he loves this world," a little bit of a dig here, "has deserted me. And he has gone to Thessalonica. And Crescens has gone to Galatia, and Titus to Dalmatia. And only Luke is with me." Remember, Luke is the one who wrote the book of Acts and the Gospel of Luke. And this is Paul's instruction. "Get Mark and bring him with you, because he is helpful to me in my ministry." Redemption. Mark, little John Mark, went from fleeing as a young boy to fleeing once again when things
Slide
got
out.
hard or scary, we're not real sure. But at the end of the story, God did something in his life that made him truly devoted. So devoted that the Apostle Paul was like, "Hey, bring him with you.
Ready 2.
He's going to be helpful to me."
Or ready
They
5.
added some on the LED.
Take
Described
5.
him as his son in his letter to a bunch of the people around the Jewish provinces in 1 Peter 5:13. Peter's like,
Ready 1.
"Mark's my son. Mark's my God.
Oh, never mind.
Mark's my family."
Scott, we're still seeing the Moyer effect.
Is no matter how many moments,
See if you can adjust your focus ever so slightly.
no matter how many times you've walked up to God and given him a
Go the other
little bit
way
of time,
so Carson comes
Ready,
into
1.
focus more.
on your own way.
Take
No
1.
matter how many times
Oh,
you have
now I
done
can't
that,
tell.
and you might do that in
I
your
can.
life.
Okay.
God
He's, yeah, Carson's really soft now.
Yep.
and to cultivate
There you
There it
go.
is.
That's perfect.
in your life. You can't be too far messed up or too far gone. So as you look at Mark's
Ready,
life,
5?
as you look at what happened in the text, there's a couple things
Actually, never
that I
mind.
want us to know. One is your failure doesn't disqualify you from a life of devotion. Never let a small voice in your head that you use to say that you've messed up too much for you to live a devoted life. Number 2, never, ever, ever desert your calling. I'm willing to bet that if Mark was here today, he would tell you,
Ready 3
"I
online.
shouldn't have left.
Take 3.
I shouldn't have deserted Paul and Barnabas. I should have stayed for the work." And third, you need a Paul, you need a Barnabas, and you need a Mark in your life. And here's what I mean by that. You need a Paul, meaning you need someone who is willing to be unconditionally honest with you. We all need that person. You need a Barnabas because you need somebody who will guide you when no one else will. Who will go with you when you forego the devoted life that you are called to live. Who will say, "Hey, come with me. I'll get you back on the right track." And you need a Mark. Someone who has blown it and who has not lived the devoted life that Jesus has called them to live. You need somebody like that in your life because you need to help them. You have been called
3 is clear.
to help them, to raise them up, and to help them live the life that they were made to live. Because devotion is the calling of Jesus. True loyalty and true love. For all my seniors in the room, happy senior night. I have
Ready
5
2.
thoughts for you directly. If you're graduating, and you know what? Let's just all write these things down. They don't just apply to seniors, but they're especially to the people who are graduating.
Take 2.
1, devotion to Jesus will take you farther than anything else. If you want to go far in life, remain devoted to Jesus. That's the linchpin. That's the way to living a successful life. Number 2, be a student, not a critic. Our world has a lot of critics.
Ready, 1.
It doesn't need any more. Be a student, not a critic. Be a student, not a critic.
Take 1.
Because there is more that you don't know than you do know. I promise you this will serve you well. Number 3, as long as God is bigger than you, then so should your ambitions. As long as God is bigger than you, then so should your dreams. And just so we're all on the same page, God is always going to be bigger than you. So your ambitions should always be bigger than you. Number 4, Overflow. This is for my graduating people. Will always be your family. This is always going to be home. If you're moving after this semester, we're not only asking you to come back and visit, we're expecting that you do, because family visits each other. And this will forever be a place that you can run to for help, for support, and to find a room full of Barnabases that will walk with you even when you desert some of your calling. We will help you, we will guide you to live in the way of Jesus. And number 5.
This one's going to be on the LED, I think. Maybe not.
Ready, 3.
Never mind.
It's right after
Because
this.
God works in ways that don't make sense. God takes turns in life that we can't always anticipate. Which means we've got to always be ready to follow God. In other words, what Scotty said. I'm ready to go.
This is it.
Ready, 3. Take 3.
Scott, you can start getting back on your monopod.
The question is, will you make that statement true when it comes to your devotion to what Jesus is asking you to do?
Ready, 1.
Even if it costs you.
Take 1.
So I know it's late, but we would love to just end our night praying for our graduates, because you have done an amazing thing. In graduating, whether it's a master's program or a bachelor's program or an associate's program.
Camera 3 down.
Brunswick, it doesn't matter. We are just proud of you.
Camera 3 is back.
We want you into the future that God has for you. And we want to do that through prayer. So if you're a graduate in the room, remember, last December...
Makes me think of Battle House. Man down, man down.
Just stand up right where you are so we can just celebrate you really quick. Stand up to your feet real quick.
Ready, 3 online. Take 3.
You guys can keep standing. Sorry I tricked you. You guys can keep standing. Sorry. I'm sorry. Here's what we'd like to do. We'd love to pray for you. So if you've got people with you that came with you tonight, your friends, your people, if you could just surround them right now. If you could stand
All right, Addie, you're clear. Will you pull out as far as you can get?
maybe grab their hand. If you don't know somebody
Ready,
else
3.
standing here, you go ahead
I'll let
and
you
stand on your
reset.
feet right now and just orient
Alright,
your
right in, take
perspective
3.
toward the senior that you just saw stand up just a few moments ago.
Oh, I should have had you iris down a little too. Oh well.
Either
I didn't
get
think of
close
that.
to or just shift your body's posture toward them. And we're just going to take a moment and to pray for you, graduates. Because we're believing in amazing things.
Ready, 5.
And here's what we know, is you're going to live into
Take
those
5.
things when you just live devoted to the way of Jesus. So let's take a moment, you just bow your head, close your eyes right here, right where you are, and just pray in your own heart and in your own mind for the person
Thanks, Addie.
either that you know, if you don't know them, just
Keep it wide for now, because we'll probably, if he's gonna actually step aside and just give them a few minutes, we'll probably want to use your shot, even in the room.
the quiet of your heart and your mind right now.
Ready, 3. You think I should go there now, or?
Sure, yeah.
All right. Take 3.
And Scott, you're still live online. Addie, when you get to the end of that track, go ahead and take your time, like slowing down, coming to a stop, and then coming back again the other way. A little bit slower than what you were doing.
I might even go to 5 right now. Ready? Or maybe once you get to the end of your track. Ready, 5. Take 5.
You still have camera 6, but keep an eye on it because it's possible the battery might die in the middle of the song, so don't take it by mistake if it's gone.
Yeah.
The chair deck may die, but the can battery still has about an hour.
Yeah, it would be the tear deck for sure that would die first.
I'll go back to 3. Ready 3. Oh, actually ready 1.
God, thank you.
Take 1.
God, thank you for
Oh, I accidentally went to 3. You're live, Addy. I meant to go back to the clean feed, and I guess I had 3 in preview and didn't realize.
We just thank you for them. We thank you
Scott,
for
you're
the hard
clear.
work, the long
Thanks for holding it
nights,
for so long.
all of the conversations.
Last song is Gratitude with Rollin leading and Hunter on lead guitar.
Addy, you're clear now.
God, thank you for how they have grown and how they have been stretched. But most of all, God, we just thank you for them as people. And God, we just want to bring them to you tonight and just say that we trust you. God, collectively, God, we just want the best for them. We want them to live devoted to you. And God, we want them to have the courage and the empowerment that can only come from you. And God, I pray that in this moment that they would feel the great sense of your Spirit just descend upon them and guide them and equip them and encourage them and bring an inexpressible and glorious joy to the forefront of their life.
Ready 3 for when Carson walks off stage.
And God, above all else, we pray that they would just remain faithful to you in every moment, in every season, and in every conversation.
Ready 3.
So God, we just thank you tonight for how great you are. We thank you for your power. We thank you for your goodness. And we thank you for your faithfulness. And God, we just commit this song of declaration of gratitude to you tonight. Because we love you, we praise you, we say this in the
And
name of Jesus.
dissolve 3.
Amen.
All right. So Scott, you'll be getting guitar for me. Definitely at the end of the song, I think there's some big guitar. Ready 1.
All my words fall short.
Dissolve 1.
Got nothing new. How could I express all my gratitude? I could sing
Ready 5.
these songs
Dissolve 5.
I often do, but every song must end, and you never
Ready 3. Dissolve 3.
So I throw up my hands, praise
Praise
you
you
again
again
and
and
again.
again. Ready 2.
'Cause all that I have
Dissolve
is
2.
a
Thank you, Alexis. Ready 1. Actually, ready 5. Dissolve 5.
nothing else fit for a king except for heart singing
Ready 1. Dissolve 1. Ready 5. Dissolve 5.
I've got just one move.
Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Gonna start taking. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 3. Take 3. Scott or Alexis, could you get guitar? Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Thank you, Alexis. Ready 4. Take. Oh. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Stick there, Scott. I'll grab you real quick. Ready 5. Actually, ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Stick on 5 right here. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. That's a good shot. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Oh, sorry, Scott. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 1. We're actually ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 6. Take 6. Ready 4. Take 4. Ready 1. Take 1. Ready 5. Take 5. Ready 2. Take 2. Ready 1. 1. Take ready 4. Take 4. Ready 5. Take 5. Great job, guys. Ready 3. Take 3. Ready 4. Dissolve 4. Ready 1. Dissolve 1. You again and again. Ready
Should
5.
I go for parade?
Dissolve 5. Yep, you're good, Caleb. Thank you, thank you. Ready 3. Dissolve 3. Nothing except for a heart singing hallelujah. Ready 1. Dissolve 1.
Alright, Caleb's getting ready for online hosts.
Stand by for person.
3. Dissolve 3. Oh. Whoops. Ready 1. Take 1.
Alright, Caleb, go ahead and frame her up and be ready. Carson's gonna throw it to her. 1, you're soft. Tom, can you slightly adjust your focus? Nice and easy.
Ready 2. Take 2. Alright, you're good to adjust, Tom.
Alright, Tom. Ready 3. Take 3. 3's live online. 2's live in the room.
Ready 1. Take 1. 1 and 3 are live. 5 is a really cool shot. I'm not gonna take it though, but
I'll take it
that looks
online.
cool.
Oh, 3, you're still live online. I didn't mean to make a sound to indicate you did anything wrong, because you didn't. Ready 4. Sorry, Addy. I thought he was going to get there quicker than this. I should have went to 5.
Cameras, y'all did an
Ready,
amazing job.
ready
keeping
5
up.
online. Take 5. Yeah, y'all did an awesome job. Nick, you did an awesome job
Thank
too.
you.
5's live online at the moment. 3's clear. Ready 4. I thought he was going to do some of this after he passed it off to her online. Ready 4. Dissolve 4.
Oh wait, no, he's still there. Whoops.
Yeah.
Sorry. I completely forget because his audio goes away.
Semester, and next week is our last week of Overflow for the semester, and that is just so crazy to me. So
Thank you, Nix.
Good job, Nix.
Yeah, good job, y'all.
And
Thank
everybody
you.
else. One more time next week, guys.
Great job, everyone.
So seriously, and it would just be such an honor if we get to walk in life with you. So if there's any way that our team can be praying for you, if you would text prayer to our phone number 910-727-1160, we are going to take those prayer requests and really spend time as a team praying for you. So please let us know if there's any way we can be praying for you. Overflow, I love you. And thanks so much for joining. We'll see you right back here next Tuesday at 7:30. Bye, guys.